Emily and Justin. So we see Emily, and she is driving to this burger place to meet up with Justin's ex-girlfriend, Brittany. And she's never met Brittany in person, but I mean, Brittany is the one who set her up to be with Justin. Like when she was originally first messaging Justin, Brittany was the one messaging her back from Justin's account. She's the one that gave Emily the green flag to continue dating him, and she's the one that put Justin in contact with her, and she was the one that was even allowing Emily to use her account, because I don't know why Emily wasn't allowed to use her account. I'm assuming probably because she was a CEO in the past, but she was allowing her to use her account. But now Brittany's got beef with her because Brittany does not like what she does for a living. But I just don't get where she has a place to really complain about it, considering the fact that she knew that going into hooking Emily up with Justin, and she even said, oh, he don't care about that, he just wants somebody to talk to. But now she's upset with it, but she wants Justin to get with Liz when Liz has worked at the Bunny Ranch before, and she had multiple sugar daddies just as of last year that she was bragging about on social media that we covered in my last video about them. And so she does the same tricks that Emily does. We see Emily, she pulls up at the restaurant, she orders the biggest burger that they have on the menu because that's what they're known for. I wouldn't be surprised if the production kind of set her up and were like, okay, yeah, order the biggest burger on the menu, like hoping that it was going to get thrown. So she sits down, and next thing you know, she gets her food, and as soon as she gets her food, Brittany, Justin's ex, pulls up, but she's with Justin's other ex too, Liz, and Liz and Emily got major beef. I guess they were friends once upon a time, but they ended up having a falling out. And now they don't mess with each other like that. And the first thing Emily said is, what the hell is this freaking hoe doing here? And she kind of felt blindsided. So they sit down, and Emily's like, okay, I want to know why you're here. And she's like, well, I got some stuff to get off my chest. And she's like, I think you're bad for Justin. Justin's just using you. He's going to call me as soon as he gets out. And Emily was like, okay, how do I know that you're not lying? And Liz was like, well, look, I have messages from him. And she showed long-ass messages that I've seen Liz post on her social media of from Justin that he sent her while he was with Emily. You know, pretty much just jail talking Liz and telling her everything that she wants to hear and talking to Liz like that's almost his girlfriend, not Emily. And once Emily saw that, Emily was like, damn, so everything that I've been assuming is true. And Liz was like, yeah, and I don't like you because you don't look out for Justin. Justin has to call me and beg for help because you turn your back on him. And Emily's like, what the hell are you talking about? I guess Justin is going to Liz with a sob story like, boo-hoo, Emily won't help me out, she's my girl and she won't even help me out. And then he makes Liz feel bad, so Liz ended up sending him $600 right after Emily just sent him $3,000. So it sounds like within a 24-hour period he got over $3,600 from these two women. I would be so pissed if that was the both of them, especially Liz. Like, you just got $3,000 from her and now you're gonna come get $600 from me? Like, $3,000 is plenty enough to start a commissary store. Pretty much Justin is playing these two women against each other. He's going to Liz and acting like Emily doesn't do anything for him. And if that was Liz, I would be like, well, leave her. Come be with me. Like, why is she sending this man money when he has a whole ass girlfriend? And then Emily's sending him all this money, and then he's going to Emily and talking down on Liz like Liz isn't a good friend, and how Liz just used him while they're together, and she wanted all these high luxury items, so he had to go out and do what he's used to and rob houses to get money to be able to fund her lifestyle. And she blames Liz for being the reason why he's in prison today. But I mean, I think Justin just likes to play the blame game on everyone else, and he likes to make everyone else look like they're the bad guy in the situation, so people don't notice really the common denominator, and that is him and everything that he's doing wrong. He likes to take the spotlight off himself, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's putting these two women against each other when they need to focus their frustration to him. And Liz was like, yeah, you're not sending him money, and she was acting like she was so confident. But if that was Emily, I would have broke out the receipts and be like, no, honey, look right here. I just sent him money, so she can see for herself that she's getting played too. The crazy part is these women are fighting over this man like he's a freaking professional football player or some kind of millionaire that owns this big ass building or a celebrity or something. But this man is an inmate who can't do a single thing for either one of them. And it honestly just seems like all he's done is cause both of them headaches, because it seems like Emily's always stressed out from Justin, and I'm sure Liz is going through the same thing. We saw how she explained that he made it sound like it was such an urgent priority matter that she sent him money, even though he just got all this money from Emily, and he sit there and made her feel bad to the point where she felt like she had to send it, like he had nobody else. Well, it sounds like he has nobody else for a reason, because it sounds like everybody else is getting sick of his shit. And then I can't remember what exactly brought the camel's back. I think Liz and Brittany were just ganging up on Emily, and Emily bought this cheeseburger to split with Brittany, so she rolled up a piece of the cheeseburger and then tossed it over at Brittany and said, here, try the burger. And next thing you know, Brittany started throwing the cheeseburger and anything that she could find on the table at Emily's face, and they had this big ass food fight. And Emily, her whole face was covered in mayo. There's white stuff all over her face. And this is her filming an adult video. This is from this cheeseburger. Like, this cheeseburger had so much beef, but I think they put damn near a whole jar of mayo, or just as much mayo as they did beef, because Emily's face was freaking covered in mayo. It was crazy how much mayo was on her face. And I mean, Emily kind of asked for it though, because she threw the burger at Brittany and started it. Like, if someone threw something at my face like that, I probably would start throwing hands too, because that's just a sign of disrespect. And you're not going to sit here and play my face like that and think I'm not going to do something. Emily told Brittany to go outside, and did you guys notice Justin's ex Liz, once the food started getting thrown and Emily got hit in the face with all that food, Liz, Justin's ex, she looked terrified. She was off to the side trying to hide from all the food mess. And then after that, the security separated them and they took Justin's ex-girlfriends outside. And Liz is starting to see the light. She's like, you know, I'm starting to realize that I think Justin may be using the both of us. And I'm glad that she's starting to see that, because I was scared she was going to say something completely delusional and just blame it all on Emily. But she's starting to see that Justin may be a common factor. And I hope we get to see a conversation of her, like, confronting Justin about it. But then after they ended up taking the ex-girlfriends outside, speak of the devil, right at perfect timing, Justin happens to call Emily, and Emily was like, dude, what the hell? She was pissed. She told Justin all the business and how she knew that Justin had been talking to Liz and telling Liz that he wants to go home to her, and been dragging her, his own girlfriend, to his ex-girlfriend. She actually acted pretty calm when she confronted Justin, but you could just hear how angry she was in her voice. And I'm actually surprised how much she kept it together in this moment, because Emily typically is the type of girl that crashes out anytime something like this happens, and I thought she was going to full out crash out on Justin. But Justin could hear in the sound of her voice that she was not playing around, and he was just being extremely apologetic, because he knew he screwed up and that there was really nothing he could say to excuse his behavior. He's like, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. And Emily's like, I don't want you ever talking to her again. He has to make a decision, either Liz or Emily. He can't have both. He can't have his cake and eat it too. And Liz is going to continue rubbing it in Emily's face, I'm sure of it, if he continues to talk to Liz. She's not going to allow it to keep happening, and he's got to cut somebody off or just get the hell out of this relationship if he can't figure out what the hell he wants. I think he's just using everybody at this point. If you got something in your pockets you want to come up off of, then Justin's gonna be your best friend. And I'm sure, just since we know about just these two women from this TV show, I'm sure he's got multiple other sugar mamas and women he's talking to too that we don't know about that he had on the side. I mean, we may never know now that he's passed away. But yeah, Emily was very upset, and she is now questioning if she wants to continue things with Justin and if it's really worth it. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. A lot of people in my comments were saying they're not buying this whole scene where they're throwing food at each other. Everybody in my Instagram comments was saying that this scene was staged. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think this scene was staged? I mean, we know all the scenes are somewhat produced, but I mean, I like to think in my head that this was somewhat real, but everything was too perfect, you know, from the cheeseburger to Emily's whole face being drenched in white stuff to the ex literally running off to the side, and then Justin happens to call at the perfect time. And at this point, like, how do they always call at the most perfect time? Because I know, like, in prison it's not always that easy. Sometimes they gotta wait in long ass lines for these phones. I bet like some of these prisoners be blowing up the cast member's phone, and they're probably like, just keep trying and trying, and they'll probably have to call for like 30 minutes straight until like the producers are actually in that part of the scene where they're ready for them to call. Like, that would be annoying as hell, and they probably going through hella phone minutes doing all that. But yeah, he just called it the perfect timing, and a lot of people just said everything just fell in place too perfectly, and they're doubting if this scene was real. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you guys so much for watching.